me?
This
Can
conference will
somebody
now be
confirm?
recorded.
Can somebody confirm if you can hear me?
Oh, yes, Venu, we are able to hear you.
Yeah, thank you very much for confirming. A warm welcome to you all for the SuccessFactors Employee Central demo. Let me share my screen and we'll have a quick round of introduction. So quickly about the just name and the experience so that we understand each other. Okay. And then from there we'll start the demo part. Okay. So let me introduce myself. I'm Venu. I have around 15 years of experience into the field of HR, where I started my career as HR executive. Then I've upgraded my skills and moved to SAP HCM. From SAP HCM, while working on SAP HCM, I've learned SuccessFactors and moved to SuccessFactors. And it's been like almost 9 years that I'm into SuccessFactors. And in these 9 years, I've worked on modules like Employee Central, Compensation, PMGM, and RCM. Though I have worked on all of these modules, I've spent most of my time in Employee Central and Compensation. So I'm more comfortable in these two areas. And coming to teaching, I'm into teaching from last 12 years. I used to teach SAP HCM earlier, and now after getting into SuccessFactors, I've started training on SuccessFactors, Employee Central and Compensation as well. Okay, so that's a brief about me. I would like to have the introduction of each one of you, just in simple 2 lines, your name and your experience. If you know SAP, or if you know SuccessFactors, or if you're working as any end user in SuccessFactors or any other modules of SuccessFactors. Okay, that should be enough. Okay, one at a time, and quickly we'll finish it off in 5-10 minutes. Do you want to take out names? Okay, so let's start with Akansha. Akansha, can you hear me? Okay, Benito.
Hi, I'm Benito. I work as an SAP developer and I have no experience in SuccessFactors, even though I worked on few HCM projects where I worked into the HR website. Other than that,
Okay,
there's no HCM exposure.
thank you, Benito. Ishwar.
Hey, hi everyone. I'm Ishwar. So I'm working in Deloitte as an ABAP, SAP ABAP consultant. I have an experience of 2 years. I have worked on mostly material master object.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Ishwar. Harika.
Hi, Venu. I'm Harika. Actually, I'm completely into a different stream. So I was been working for Power BI, which is a visualization tool. So I'm thinking to still I'm working on that. So I'm thinking to switch from Power BI to SAP SuccessFactors. I have no idea about this. This would be my scratch learning for SF.
Okay, thank you, Harika. Kavita.
Hi all, good morning Venu. My name
Good
is
morning.
Kavita and I'm done my MBA HR. As I is into recruitments. Now it's been many years and a lot of gap in my career. So want to start with SuccessFactors. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Kavita. Kushbu.
Hi, I'm Khushbu. I am a student, but now I want to pursue my career into IT, so hence I chose SAP SuccessFactor, and I'll be running from the scratch.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you, Kushbu. Kiran.
I myself, Kiran, I have around 7+ years into SaaS programming, so I want to switch to SuccessFactors from now on. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, thank you, Kiran. Raj.
Yeah. Hi. I'm into RPA profile. So just I want to learn and switch to the success factors.
Okay, thank you, Raj. Satya.
Yeah, hi. I'm into HR security and role-based permissions. So instead of just focusing on the role-based permissions, I just wanted to delve deep into the success factors. So I'm just here to learn about the other components in success factors Employee Central.
Okay, so you're already working on SuccessFactors, but only into the area of RBP.
Yeah, only RPP. I'm dealing only the role-based permissions. So I just wanted to
Yeah,
learn the other things as well.
Okay, so we'd learn some things from you as well then.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be able to
Since you
help you
already
regarding the role-based permissions.
okay, okay.
Yeah,
Thank
thank you.
you very much. Thank you all. Did I miss anyone? No, right?
Venu, this is
Okay.
Priya.
Yeah, hi Priya.
Yeah, very
Sorry.
good morning, Venu. So, no problem. I'm Priya and I do hold 2+ years of experience as an HR executive. And this will be
Mhm.
a very new domain for me. And I just want to change my career to SAP.
Okay. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Priya. Okay. So most of you have some knowledge about HR products, at least on the HR product, if not directly on the success factors, but you must have some understanding on the HR. Okay. So why I'm asking you, if you have any experience or if you have any knowledge on HR products or HR knowledge is because SuccessFactors is a cloud-based HXM solution. Okay, so when I say cloud-based HXM solution, what exactly is SuccessFactors? Can somebody tell me what is a SuccessFactors? Let's start this way. What is SuccessFactors? Anybody?
It's a SAP product.
It is a SAP product.
SAP
We don't call it
SAP
SAP.
product.
You call it SAP. Okay, SAP
And
product.
yes.
Yes,
Okay.
SAP has another HR product which is the SAP HCM. We were calling it as SAP HR, and later they have changed it to SAP HCM from HR. No, they are now calling it as SAP HCM because we have all the talent modules included in HR product. So they are now calling it as HCM, which is Human Capital Management. Now SAP HR is also a HR product, and SuccessFactors is also is a HR product. So why do we have two different products from SAP? SAP HR is a on-premise application. We call it as an on-premise application, and SuccessFactors is a cloud computing application. What is the difference between cloud computing and on-premise? Anybody knows? Does anybody know what is a cloud computing and what is the difference between the cloud computing and on-premise? As the name says, on-premise. That means the infrastructure or the application what we are going to use will be in the same premises where you are working. Let's say I'm working from Bangalore and some office. So all of my infrastructure related to this product will be there in Bangalore office. Whereas the cloud computing application, in simple terms, I'm telling you in simple terms, but I'll give you the abbreviation as well or the description as well. Okay. Now, when it comes to the cloud computing, you will not see any kind of infrastructure, though your infrastructure is somewhere no in the cloud, you can still be able to access the application from any corner of the world. When it comes to on-premise, you need to have certain setup, like you should have your infrastructure, your servers, and then you should be using desktops or the laptops where you'll be connecting your laptops or desktops to your server through LAN, local area networks, or you can also use VPNs to connect to that server and use that application. And you'll have to install the application in your local systems, then access the data or access the application from that software. That's on-premise. SAP HR is an on-premise. So to access SAP, we need to have SAP GUI installed in your local machines. Whereas SuccessFactors, on the other hand, is a cloud computing application where you don't need any physical servers. You need servers to store the data. Why do we use servers? We use servers to store the data because you'll be maintaining all data in the system, and this gets stored in the servers. And these servers are hosted somewhere in the cloud, and we don't physically see them. And you can access the application provided if you have connected to internet. So all of the cloud computing applications, we connect to them through internet, through URL. So you will have to key in the URL, add or no, key in your credentials, your ID and password, and log into application. You start using that application. So that's the difference between the cloud computing and the on-premise application. The structure remains same in both on-premise and cloud computing. Both of them uses servers, but how they use these servers are different. Okay. Now, if you look at this picture, the first and foremost thing that any application needs is the infrastructure. Infrastructure where you store the data. So you need the storage and the networking and then your computers. Second is the platform on which the application is built. Every application is built on a different platform. And then third is your application. So this is the structure of your cloud computing. And what is cloud computing? Cloud computing refers to the delivery of computing services. Now HR is one of the service which we are providing it to the customers. Now it could be anything. Now SuccessFactors is a HR service, but you can have the sales service as well. You can have the finance related services as well. So all of these are delivered computing services. And this cloud computing includes your servers, your storage, database, networking, software, and analytics, where you can generate the reports. And all of these are over the internet. And these are used as pay as you go basis. Like I want to use my application for 10 users, you pay for 10 users and start using that application. Now, I'm just giving you an example. It's not like 10 users. Now, depending on the organization's capacity, 1,000 users, 10,000 users, 1 million users, or 50,000 users, depending on the customer's choice, we can pay as you go. The application is pay as you, we call it, we use it or as pay as you go basis. That means you want to use that application for 500 users, you pay for 500 users and start using the application. Tomorrow, if you want to expand your business, you're scaling up to 2,000 employees, then you pay for 2,000 users and you use the application for 2,000 users. Whereas in on-premise application, there also you have the similar setup, like you pay the license for the SAP for number of users, 500 to 1,000, you have certain amount which you have to pay. Okay. Here, the cloud computing, we don't have to spend any additional amount on the servers. Okay. So those things we will see in the advantages. Okay. Based on the cloud architecture, the cloud service models have been divided into three. Because the first layer we have seen it as infrastructure, second layer we have seen it as platform, and the third layer we see it as software. Then based on it, the service models have been divided, cloud service model have been divided into three. We call it infrastructure as a service, IaaS. Second is platform as a service, PaaS. And third is software as a service. Now, cloud computing SuccessFactors is a software as a service. We get everything here. We get infrastructure, we get platform, and we get software. But some customers who only want to have the infrastructure, let's say I own an organization. I want to have my own application. I don't want to purchase a new application. I want to develop my own application. For that, I need the infrastructure. So instead of procuring the infrastructure, I'll see what are the available services in the market. Cloud infrastructure as a service provides me only the infrastructure. So I want to use the server for, let's say, 10,000 users. So I pay for that 10,000 users and go with the infrastructure. Now, second thing I need is a platform. Again, I want to buy my own software, buy my own platform, or I want to go with the subscription-based platform. So I go with platform as a service. I can go with platform as a service as well. Now, instead of developing my own application, which takes a lot of efforts, I need to take a lot of requirements and then develop the software from scratch. So instead of developing from scratch, you can go with this ready-made available products in the market, which is software as a service. Here, the software is already built. The application is ready to use. just have to pay and start using that application. That's the software as a service. If you look at the examples of each one of it, infrastructure as a service, we have Amazon Web Services, AWS, or VMware. So they only provide you the infrastructure. And then platform as a service, we have different platforms in the market. We have iOS, we have Azure, we have force.com on which the Salesforce is built. We have Google Apps Engine where you can build your own applications. That's one of the platform. And then software as a service, the examples can be your Workday, Salesforce, SuccessFactors, Dropbox. So these are all the examples of a software as a service. Now, why should one go with software as a service or the cloud computing instead of on-premise? Why customers are moving out from on-premise to on-cloud? What are the advantages of having the cloud computing? The first and foremost would be the productivity anywhere. If you are in cloud computing, you can access the application from any corner of the world. You don't have to be in office premises. You can access the application from anywhere. Second is offsite data storage. Now, we are not storing the data within our premises. The data is stored somewhere in the cloud and we are accessing through internet. Let's say tomorrow I'm traveling. I'm on a business travel and I have something to approve. Maybe a leave is to be approved, maybe some transfer action is to be approved, or maybe some promotions or terminations are to be approved. I can still access the application from my mobile and do those approvals. So that's productivity anywhere. And because the data is stored in the cloud where you're accessing this data through internet, you can access these applications from anywhere. No IT maintenance cost. We don't have to provide any maintenance. We don't have any maintenance cost. That means when you own your own server, you should have a separate team who would be looking after those servers. You should have a dedicated space to place your servers. You need to have a dedicated space. You should have a dedicated team to look after those servers. But in case of cloud computing, we don't have to worry about the maintenance cost. The next is disaster resistant. If something happens to your server, if you're using on-premise and if something happens to your server, it is your responsibility to fix that. Your team has to look into that. But in case of cloud computing, you don't have to worry about these disasters. It is up 365 days. There's no downtime. And then we can always use this application for 324/7 and 365 days. Lower cost of ownership because we are not procuring servers, because we are not hiring a separate team to look after our service. We don't have to have a dedicated space. So all of this incurs a lot of amount. So we can save on all of these things. Obviously, the cost, when you look at the cost for on-premise and compare the applications, on-premise applications and the cloud computing applications, obviously this amount that we spend on the cloud computing applications are very less when compared to on-premise applications. And it is easily upgraded. Any application that you use needs some kind of upgrades. Let's take a simple example of a WhatsApp. If you're using WhatsApp application, WhatsApp, whatever features that we have now in WhatsApp, all of these were not existing when WhatsApp was first introduced. We had very limited options. We are only sending messages. Now we have a lot of options. We can send pictures, we can send documents, we can create, or we can take pictures from WhatsApp itself. We can pay through WhatsApp. There are many features which are added into this application. So that's upgrades. So every application needs some kind of upgrades. So these upgrades happen very easily in cloud computing applications. Now this is about cloud computing, but what is SuccessFactors? SuccessFactors is also a cloud computing application. It's a cloud computing HCM application. Now earlier we were calling it as HCM application. Now we are calling it as HXM, Human Experience Management, and it is developed by SAP. SuccessFactors application is developed by SAP. Then it offers a comprehensive set of tools and functionalities to manage various aspects of HR processes. Now within HR processes, we have appraisals to take care, right? So appraisals are handled in a module called performance management within SuccessFactors application. We have recruiting module to source the candidates. We have compensation module to review and recommend salary increases at the end of the year. We have learning management, which is used to train or provide training to the employees. And all of these modules need some kind of information, some kind of data, right? And this data is managed or maintained in Employee Central. So Employee Central is a core or the base module of SuccessFactors. If you look at this picture, this is the base. The Employee Central is the base of SuccessFactors application. Why do we call it as a core or a base of SuccessFactors? Is because we maintain all master data here, and this master data is used by all the other modules like performance management or recruiting or learning or compensation and so on to give the appraisal. Now we need to have the hierarchy. Who is reporting to whom? What is the role of that employee? What are the goals of that employee? So we come to know about the employee's role and responsibilities from Employee Central. Recruiters need to know what are the vacant positions in the system. So that vacant positions or the position data is available in Employee Central. We maintain that in Employee Central. To provide the training, we need to know the role of an employee in the organization. Depending on the role, you can have some trainings provided. So this information is available in in Employee Central. Okay, so Employee Central, in short, maintains employee information as the org information. Okay, it is a Employee Central. We call it smart because it allows to capture the history of the employees, starting from the hiring. Today, if you're hiring an employee, we maintain a lot of information related to that candidate. We maintain the personal information, contact information, the email information or the address information, maintain the organization related data, compensation, salary related data. We maintain the education data, we maintain the previous experiences of the organization. So all of this data we maintain for each employee in Employee Central. Again, it depends on customer to customer what data they want to maintain. But most of these things are common. So whenever you go for a hiring, or you'll be asked to get some information, right? So those information you'll be handing it over to HR, and HR would be updating the data into the systems. So SuccessFactors is an application which is mostly used by the HRs of the organization to maintain the data, and all employees would also be using the application as their self-service. If I am an employee of the organization, if I have to apply a leave, I should know how the leave balance, or what are the types of leaves that I can apply. So I can view all of this information in SuccessFactors application. If I want to maintain my dependent information, I can go and add my details. As an employee, I can update some information into the system. When a HR logs in, HR is also an employee. HR will be able to do all of those activities that employee is doing because HR is also an employee. Additionally, HR does some other activities like maintaining of the master data. They hire employees, they transfer employees, they promote employees, they make some data changes, they terminate employees. And all of these are called the actions, or we call them events in SuccessFactors. Hire, transfer, rehire, promotion, demotion, suspensions, terminations. So these are called the events in SuccessFactors. And this is done by the HRs. Okay, I'll take a pause here and see if you have any questions so far.
Venu, what is that BIZX suit? What is that? I have seen in one of
BizX
the
is
slides.
now business execution suite. We call the SuccessFactors application, the software, as a business execution suite, where it contains all of the modules which are used by the organizations.
Okay.
Okay, now this entire course content, now the for the employees to learn Employee Central, it takes, now the course is designed to cover all the areas of Employee Central, and we will be covering these in 25 sessions. The first 4 sessions would be completely of theoretical part. We'll be discussing about the success factors, how to do the certification, what are configuration workbooks, what is a kickoff template, how do you gather the information from customers, who is a customer, who is an implementation partner, who can implement. So all of these things we'll be covering in the first 4 sessions. The release management, the configuration guide. So we'll be discussing about all of these things in the first 4 sessions. And then fifth session onwards, we'll be moving to the practical part. From there onwards, it is completely on the system, or each one of you will be given access to system. You can access the system from anywhere. It can be accessed 24/7. Whatever that I teach in the sessions, I would recommend you to spend at least minimum of 1 hour, okay, after the training session, to practice the configurations what is taught in this what is taught in that day. Okay, so all of you will be provided with the access. Your everyday recording will be provided. View access of the recording will be provided. Material will be provided. And if someone wants to do the certification, will assist you in clearing your certification as well. So I'll tell you what is the importance of certification, why we need certification, or whether we need certification or not, or the validity of certification, or all of these things will be covering in the uh, regular sessions. Okay, so let me walk you through the course content as well. We have the day-wise course content available, what we'll be covering in each day. So as I said, first 4 sessions would be completely of theoretical part. Day 1, 2, 3, and 4. This is all your theoretical part up to 4th session. And from 5th session onwards, we'll go and see how to implement success factors in the system. What are the types of systems that we have? How do we start the configurations? What configurations are required? What is provisioning? What is instance? That will be starting with the session 5. Then we have something called data models, which would be covering in day 6. We'll be going through each one of the data models in day 6. And 7th day, we'll talk about some important data models like corporate data model and country specific corporate data model. Day 8, we will be starting off with the setting up of the organization structure. For any implementation, the first and foremost thing that is required is setting up of MDF or the foundation objects. So we need to create a location, we need to create a company, we need to create some pay component related objects. So these objects maintenance we'll see for 3 days, like no 8, 9, and 10 will be setting up the objects. Once the objects are set up, we'll go and see how to hire an employee in the system. Now, you may not be doing hiring in system because that's the end user part, but you should be training, or you should be giving, you should be explaining this to your customers, how to hire an employee. Hiring is generally done by HR operations, but you would be designing, because you would be designing the HR application, you would be designing the HR processes. You should explain this to the customer, saying that this is how you maintain or hire an employee in the system. So we'll go and look at the hiring of the employees. Now, once we have this part, like maintenance of the data and the hiring of the employee, we go and see how to do the same thing if you have a bulk object maintenance. Now your customer is operating for, you're implementing for a customer who is in 100 different locations of India, or 100 no 1000 different locations across the globe. So you will have to create all of these locations, and maintaining this data manually takes a lot of effort. So instead of that, you can upload all of this data. If you have the data maintained in one Excel, you can upload this data into the system. So how do we do these uploads? Be it elements or the employee data. You have 100 employees that you want to hire. You have done some campus hiring. Now you have the 100 candidates information ready in Excel, and you want to load this data into the system. So how do we do that? We'll see the imports of the data. Once you have some set of data available in the system, we'll go and see how to set up the RPP part. RPP is very important. It's a security part of Employee Center or security part of SuccessFactors. RPP stands for role-based permissions. Each and every employee logs into the system, and when they log into the system gives the permissions based on the role that they are logged in. Now I am an employee. I'll get to see some information. I can edit my own information. I'll not be able to edit others' information. I'll not be able to look at others' compensation details. So this is all controlled through RBP. HR can maintain all employees' data. Managers can maintain their direct reports data. So the target population or the permissions are controlled through RBP in 3 simple steps like creation of groups, roles, and assigning groups to roles. We'll see the RBP part. And then once we are done with the security part, we know what is to be maintained in the system and how the security can be controlled. We go and see how to trigger the workflows whenever somebody updates the data. Let's say I'm an employee, I'm updating my personal information. My name is being updated. So I may have to provide some proofs to HR when you're updating your address or when you're updating your name information. So it goes, system triggers a workflow. It triggers a workflow to either manager or HR manager or whatever configuration that we have done. Now it can be for your personal information update. It can be for your transfers, promotions, termination. So any kind of action that you do in the system, and if you want system to trigger a approval process. Let's say I want to have 2 levels of approvals for transfer, 3 levels of approvals for promotion, 4 levels of approvals for termination. So we can configure this in the system. Once the workflows are configured, we'll go and see the business rules. Business rules are ways to implement logic in the system. So we can validate the data, we can calculate the data, we can auto-populate some data, we can do some calculations in the system. We can propagate the data in the system. So all of these things are done through business rules. There's a concept called business rules, which we control all of these things. And then once we are done with the workflows and the business rules, we'll go and see how to customize the application. Now, SuccessFactors gives some standard fields. Within personal information, you'll see fields like first name, last name, middle name, salutation, gender, and so on. But if your customer says, I want to have additional fields, these are not sufficient, or these, no, I need some more information to be captured. So we can create some additional fields into any of the blocks of people profile. Also, we can have some additional information instead of fields. Let's say personal information is one section where you maintain all personal details of employee. Education details is one portlet or block where you maintain education details. You have experience block. So all of these are different blocks which are available, and these are given by SuccessFactors. Sometimes some customers may say that we want to track some additional information, like I want to track the health history of the employee, medical details of the employee, or I want to track the transportation details of the employee, or I want to track the assets issued to the employee. So these are not available in SuccessFactors, but still SuccessFactors allows us to customize the product to some extent. So how do we design these customizations in the system? That we'll see. Then we have themes. Every customer want to have the SuccessFactors application or the HR application in their own themes, in their own branding. So we can upload different pictures. We can have the themes of example. If you look at the company portals of Coke, you'll see more of red and the combination of red and white. You go look at the company PepsiCo, you'll see more of blue and white there. Some companies, they use a different color, maybe yellow, maybe red, maybe green. So you can have the SuccessFactors entire application in different themes. So we'll see how to set up these themes. And finally, we'll also see how to generate the reports, how to create report. We have a reporting module. We'll see how to extract the report from the system. So all of this will be covering in next 24, 25 sessions. Okay, I'll stop it here and see if you have any questions related to the course content or the training that we are going to take. We'll be starting off these training sessions immediately, probably from Tuesday or Wednesday, the coming Tuesday or Wednesday. Monday being the election day, we are not taking session on Monday. So probably we are planning to have this session started from Tuesday or Wednesday. Okay, now open to questions, any kind of questions. See, even in the sessions, though I say it is 24, 25 sessions, sometimes it may happen that now you people, if you have some questions or you want to have some additional sessions on a particular topic which you feel that it is a difficult, we can extend those sessions. It is not that we are fixed to 24 or 25 sessions. Sometimes it happens that you come up with different scenarios and you want to test that, or you want to do this configuration in the system. We do that. Okay, so anytime, even in the middle of the sessions, if you have some doubt, you don't have to wait till end of the session. You can stop me, interrupt me, ask me any kind of questions. Feel free to ask questions. You're spending a lot of time, you're spending money. Try to grasp as much as you can. I'm open to give you any kind of information related to the success factors. Okay, when it comes to the configuration, you want anything in the system, I can help you out. But you will have to open it up and ask. That's the only thing. Okay. We also have position related. So one session we have on position management settings. So this is the course content what we'll be covering in next 24, 25 days. No questions?
Hi, sir. Kavita here.
Yeah, Kavita, go ahead.
So this comes only in Employee Central. This all the content is related only to
Yes,
Employee Central.
only
With,
Employee Central. Employee Central is a vast module. Anybody can learn Employee Central. Okay, so firstly, let me clarify one thing. There is no prerequisite to learn success factors. It is not mandatory, or it is not required to have SAP knowledge to learn success factors. Success factors is entirely different from SAP, so you don't need any SAP knowledge. All that you need is you should have a process knowledge, what a HR does in the system, or what employee does in the organization. Yes, this is
so
purely on
so
the
this
employee
is
central.
enough, sir. So only Employee Central is enough. We don't need to learn time or some other modules which the
When
other
you
institutes are mentioning. So we have
yes,
that out.
when you get into projects, you will be asked to handle only one module at a time. In fact, in Employee Central, you'll see 2 or 3 consultants. For time, you'll see one consultant. For RCM, you'll see 1 or 2 consultants. For onboarding, you'll see 1 or 2 consultants. For performance, you'll see 1 consultant. Compensation, you'll see 1 consultant. Though you learn multiple modules, 4 or 5 modules, you'll be working only on one module, depending on the project requirement. Maybe this project you have worked on Employee Central. Next project, maybe you don't have on Employee Central, you have on PMGM, but you know PMGM, you can work on PMGM there. But otherwise, one person would be working only on one module at a time. Yes,
So
it
we
is.
there's no need to learn all the modules, like all, not all,
No,
but
it
easy
is.
and
It is
time.
added advantage. It is added advantage if you know multiple modules, but it is not mandatory that you should know all of these modules. Like EC is separate module, time off is a separate module, ECP, which is Employee Central Payroll, that's a different module. So
Okay,
you can
okay.
learn any module with the combination of EC. EC, you can learn EC with time off, EC with RCM, EC with onboarding, EC with PMGM, EC with compensation. Similarly, with the other modules as well. No, I want to learn PMGM and compensation, you can do that. You want to learn RCM and learning LMS, yes, you can do that.
Okay.
There's nothing like this particular module is important and this has got least important. No, every module has got its own importance. Only thing is, Employee Central is one such module which is required for every customer. And 99 customers out of 100 customers will have Employee Central. Maybe you will see only 50% of the customers using RCM or PMGM or compensation, or now 20% using LMS and so on. But every customer uses Employee Central.
Venu, like how would be the job opportunities if we only put Employee Central in our resumes?
Yes, when your when an interview is scheduled, it is purely on one particular module. If your resume says you are the Employee Central consultant, you will be asked only Employee Central related questions. It is added advantage for you if you have additional knowledge, but not mandatory.
Okay, the opportunities will be good on Employee Central, right?
Yes,
If we learn.
because yeah,
Okay.
every customer uses Employee Central, so you have in the market you will have a lot of opportunities for Employee Central, and you will see
Hmm.
very less in the other areas, because not all customers needs all of these modules, performance management or compensation. It depends on customer to customer, but every customers need Employee Central, so you will also see many consultants in ECU.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Hi Venu, will you provide interview questions and in that uh, like interview sort of
Yes, wherever,
next step?
whichever topic that we are discussing, like, we have data models. Data models is very important concept. Okay, so you'll be getting some questions on data models, like up to 10 questions in your certifications as well. Now, what are the probable questions in your data model? So I'll give you those interview questions whenever we discuss these topics. What are the areas of the questions that we'll be getting,
Okay Venu, thank
either
you.
in certification or in interviews? There's nothing like interview question. It, like, there are some basics which you should be strong. Once you have those basics, you can build your configurations, and then they'll be asking questions on the configurations also, what you have done. You'll be explaining what you have done in the system, right? If I say that I have done this in the I've done, you put something in your resume saying that I've done this activity in system, so they'll ask you, what is this activity, how did you do this activity, what is the difficult part in it, or what is, how did you handle this scenario, like that.
Yeah, Venu. For the experienced people who are switching from other technology to the success factors, so
Hmm.
what's the minimum experience we have to put it in the CV?
Minimum experience that you should have in your profile is 3 years, so you
Okay.
can expect some calls when you have at least 3 years of experience.
Okay. So for example, I have 12 years of experience, 12 plus years
Hmm.
of experience. So is it
Yeah.
good to switch from other technology to the success factors, and what maximum I can expect in this area,
Maximum in terms of salary?
and also the positions?
See, we in success factors, we don't have different roles like technical consultant or a functional consultant. We don't have these different roles. We only have one role called a consultant. It can be associate consultant, senior consultant, lead consultant, or a project manager.
Okay.
Okay.
So
So
okay.
depending on the knowledge that you have in the product, whether you are applying for a consultant or a senior consultant or a lead consultant, so different organizations call name the same thing differently. Like some they say principal consultant, some they say lead consultant, then some they say project lead, and so on.
Okay, so for example, for me, I have 12 plus 13 years. Okay, so what role I have to keep in my resume, and so it's a lead
So
consultant, right?
12 years, you cannot claim that you are in success factors for 12 years.
Yes,
So at least
at least
use 9 or 10
4 years.
years of the functional and then 2 or 3 years of success factors experience. So again,
Okay,
the more number of experience that you have in your profile, so you will be taken as a lead consultant. So while taking you as a lead consultant, they expect some knowledge in the success factors. So you should be strong in the areas of configuration or the handling of your team.
okay. So
So minimum you can use 2 to 3 years of experience with some basic knowledge.
okay. So in terms of salary concern, like not for me, or maybe it's useful for everyone. So what's the minimum and maximum salaries in these success factors?
Now, companies do take the consultants as trainees as well. Now, somebody who's just a fresher who has just passed out from a degree or a PG. Okay,
Okay,
so some organizations they also hire the candidates as a trainees or associates. Okay,
okay,
it starts anywhere between what I have seen is for a trainee level it could be from 25 to 30,000. Okay, our minimum
okay,
is what 6 lakhs is what you get. No, that's a minimum salary. Then it
okay,
can go up to 40 to 50 lakhs as well.
okay,
I have not
okay,
seen more than that, more than 50 lakhs.
okay.
Maybe if you're growing up as a project manager or a senior project manager, no, then you might be getting more.
Okay, so if we claim the three, maybe we have a, so as I'm said, I have 12 years, right? So if I claim as 3 years and other 9 years, I'm into technical, right? So
Hmm.
maybe I can switch from technical to functional also, that's fine. But so if I claim that 3 years, right? So how will they treat me as a, uh,
They'll still be considering your previous experience as well. Not only
okay,
success factors, because whatever salary that you're drawing, at the time of applying the job,
okay,
they will look at your salary and you can
okay,
negotiate with the recruiters on that.
okay. So what's the mean project durations like? What's the mean? For example, if
Again, it
you're
depends upon the size of the project. Some implementations, like the least uh, that I have done in any project, is like 4 months. We
okay,
just had 100 employees. That's for an Indian customer that we have implemented the in-house application. So that's the
okay.
four. It took like 4.5 months. Or no, otherwise it is usually between 6 months to 1 year, depending on the size of the project.
Okay, and also depends upon the consultants in the team. How many
Yes.
there?
Yeah.
Okay, what's the future growth in success factors? Like till now, how many implementations done and how many left?
One
Or
good thing in one good thing in success factors is every customer who is using success factors should have a support consultants working with them. So we
okay,
have thousands of customers across the globe, and all these customers have the support consultants working with them.
okay. So I
The
mean,
current
how?
project where I'm working, it's a support project, and we have around 22 consultants working on one project.
Okay,
It was
so
implemented sometime 8 years back.
okay. So in the next 5 years, we can expect the stability in the success factor and the continuous growth, or it may change.
No, any application that you take, you cannot say that it is stabilized and we don't need any kind of upgrades. No,
No, no, it's, I'm
success
not
factor.
talking about the
Yeah.
upgrades. So in terms of any future competency, or we have to learn other technology.
And no, we can never say that. Day by day, it's,
Okay,
maybe after at least for now, for next 5 6 years, you will definitely have a good market for success factors. We don't know after 6 years if something really big comes up either from SAP or from other
okay,
applications. We never know that.
okay. So, okay, most of the companies they are using the Workday, right? So why we have to
No,
choose the success factor?
Workday is a competitor of SuccessFactors. It's not like no, most of the users are using Workday. There are equal number or no more number of customers who are in SuccessFactors than in Workday. There are customers who are moving from SuccessFactors to Workday and Workday to SuccessFactors as well. See, the other side of grass is always green. People who are using SuccessFactors, they think no, Workday is good. It's like no, two different products, Pepsi and Coke. So if
No,
you
no. I mean,
ask me
what's the
what is
difference
good for
between these two?
Hmm. These two are two different HR applications which are available in the market.
Okay.
Okay, SuccessFactors is owned by SAP.
Okay.
Okay, now SAP, now SuccessFactors can be implemented for any customers who are using SAP and non-SAP also.
Okay. Okay. Done. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Venu, is certification mandatory for this success factor?
Yes, it is mandatory to get into SuccessFactors. Certification is mandatory. We'll be discussing about that in our coming sessions. How to do the certification, what how many questions we get in certification, how to do how to write this exam. So all of these things we'll be discussing in the day 2.
Okay, Venu, thank you.
Okay, so
Venu,
if you
as per
don't
your
have any,
experience,
yes, go ahead. Sorry.
one last question. So, as per your experience, what you suggest to the newcomers of SF? Like, is it easy compared to other tools, or
Yeah, definitely
how
it
it
is
will?
easy. This is a functional module, so definitely the user interface is very good and it is easy to learn. If you have the process knowledge, if you know how do we transfer? Okay, let's say what exactly is a transfer? What is a transfer?
A location from one place to other place.
One place to other location. So what happens when you move an employee from one location to other location, or it can be from one department to other department, or one manager to other manager. So all of these are transfers. So what happens when you move an employee from one location to other location? Does that need any approval? Do we need to take any approval? Who does this transfer? So if you have this process knowledge, it is easy to understand.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Thank you.
We don't have any kind of coding here. We have XML
Hmm.
files, but we don't really do anything in coding.
Okay.
Hello, Venu.
Yep.
This is Shravan.
7, go ahead.
Presently, I'm working for Oracle Finance,
Yeah.
having experience of around 10 plus years.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm planning to move into SF.
Okay.
So our classes knowledge is enough to crack the interview and get survive in jobs, or any extra learning
No,
is required from us
see,
initially.
from the concepts wise, I can give you in-depth details of any area of the employee center.
Okay.
But other than this training, I would recommend you to have you to spend at least minimum of 1 hour. So 1 hour we'll be having session every day. Other than
Okay.
this, you should at least spend 1 hour on the system. Just by
Okay.
listening the class, you will not be able to crack. Let me be very clear. If you cannot spend time for your practice, please don't join. It is not that easy. At least you should have some hands-on. You should spend some time practicing on the system as well.
So in practice is okay, but any extra learning is required from my side, apart from our classes.
No learning, no additional learning is required. So I'll be giving you material. You can just go through that material. You can crack any interview.
Okay. Okay.
If you are up to date, know what has been taught, then you can easily crack immediately after this sessions.
Okay. Okay. Even if I get any doubts or any errors while practicing, do we have access with you to clear our doubts on daily
No,
basis?
see, every day I reserve some time for your questions.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe end of the session or beginning of the session, I ask you if you have any doubts from the previous sessions.
Okay. Okay.
Sometimes we spend the entire 1 hour of session in just clarifying your doubts itself.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Very clear.
Yeah. So I'll stop it here, and if you have any doubts, you can speak to your representative, and about the timings and the classes, you can speak to them, and hope to see you all soon. Okay.
Fine, man.
Thank
Okay.
you very much, and have a great weekend.
Thank you, Venu.
Thank you all. Bye.